Welcome to the Adobe Illustrator Tour of Tools Part 2. We'll explore the Select, Direct Select, and Anchor tools. In this video tutorial, I will demonstrate the white arrow, which is the direct selection tool, and how it can affect a polygon. It will be useful to compare the utility and function of both the black and white arrows. Let's start with a triangle to illustrate the point. The triangle can be found on the polygon pull-out menu. So if I go to the polygon tool and pick on my screen, I can define the number of sides I want my polygon to have. The black arrow is the selection arrow, or V on the keyboard. The black arrow allows me to select objects. It allows me to move them. It helps me to resize them. And I can even rotate them if I hover my mouse around the corner of an object, pick and drag it. What I can't do with the black arrow is change the geometry of the object. However, that's where the white arrow comes in, or the direct selection tool. Deselect your previously selected object by picking off in any open area. Use your white arrow to pick directly onto the object. This object has 1, 2, 3 anchor points. If I want to add anchor points, I can use the pen tool. Stacked with the pen tool is the Add Anchor Point or Subtract Anchor Point tool. So if I wanted to add one, I would pick on the plus, and then I would hover this tooltip until I saw the word intersect, and then pick. Go back to the white arrow, which is A on the keyboard. I can pick and drag, therefore changing the geometry of the triangle. Now it looks more like an arrowhead. Like the black arrow, if I want to deselect an object, I just pick off in an open area. It's very intuitive. You either are picked on or picked off an object. Now, if I want to change the corners of this arrowhead to reflect some different type of shape entity, I would pick directly on a corner and then go to my control panel at the top of my screen. Instead of picking this sharp corner, I could pick the soft rounded corner instead. Pick off to deselect. Then go to the next corner and pick on that anchor point. Go to the control panel and pick the rounded corner. I now have a heart, which started out as a triangle. Now, using the black arrow, I can select the object and I can pick any kind of fill that I want. So, the beauty of the white arrow is that it can change the geometry of the shape of any polygon, any object, any line. Let's look at a different polygon. Let's change the fill to no fill. I'll switch to my black arrow by picking V on my keyboard, hold down the Shift key, and drag from a corner. Pick off to deselect. Pick A on my keyboard to use the direct selection tool, and I can see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 anchor points. To add an anchor point, I use the plus pen tip. Use the white arrow, and I can change the geometry. I can also take away anchor tips or anchor points. So you can see how the black and the white arrow work together, but actually perhaps share the load, but divide it equitably. So get to know what your black arrow can do. and get to know what your white arrow can do. Very, very different dynamic.